Hello, I am Max from Test Drive Blogs, and welcome to something that's obviously a little bit different from what I normally do. So, things have led up to other things, and basically, we're trying something different. Because I currently don't have much of the means to go out and film car reviews and whatever stuff like that. So, if you can tell, this is not a real Cadillac Escalade. So basically, the thing is that I'm pretty much going to be like a full-time YouTuber of sorts for the next, I don't know how long. Yeah, things happen, and nothing really bad quite yet necessarily. Like, I'm still actually technically employed, but yeah, we're just kind of cruising on whatever happens, and that's why I haven't really had much of anything up for the last couple of weeks, because I've been trying to deal with that, and I've also just kind of gotten back to doing gaming stuff, video-wise, on my other channel that I still have. That's a gaming channel, and I figured I'd you know, try it on here, because I've uploaded a few gaming videos on here before, quite a while ago. But nothing really crazy. But today, what we're going to do, since I have nothing better to do with my life, apparently, we're going to be playing The Crew, as you can tell here on the screen. It's a game that came out in 2014. We have the entire US, well, entire US as in a very, very scaled down version of it. But we're going to be playing some of this, and what we're going to be doing, so a while ago, whenever the beta for this game was out, like in 2014, I made a video that I went from Seattle, which is up here, of course, to the Keys, way down here. And it took me like, you know, an hour or something. And today we're going to do something similar, but instead of doing that, we're going to be going from Los Angeles all the way up to the far northeast corner, up in Maine here, somewhere. So let's just go to the furthest northeast area that I can go to. So we're going to set a waypoint there. And because I like taking things slow, we're going to be driving a Cadillac Escalade, as you can tell here. And we're going to be just, you know, cruising up to Maine, basically. I'm going to be talking about some stuff on the way there. And yeah, so, and also if you guys do or don't enjoy gaming stuff like this, please be sure to let me know in the comment section below, because I really kind of want to do some more on this channel, but if enough people are like, it's not really worth it, or if it just doesn't get really good response, whatever, I'll just continue doing it on my other channel, which will be linked in the description below. I actually do, instead of doing like stuff like this where I go, you know, on a challenge or whatever kind of crazy thing, I just generally play through games instead of trying to find some things to do in games other than just playing through like the stories or whatever like career mode the game has. And it's not all based on racing games, but a lot of it is. And if I were to do more on this channel, it would probably be all racing games, because I know that's what you guys would enjoy. And I have no reason not to do racing games, because I have too many to play. So yeah, let me know in the comment section and with a like or dislike if you did or did not enjoy it. And we'll see what we can do after this. I do not want to go in the center of that. Oh! And I'm not going to be really trying to do anything special on this little trip thing. I'm just going to be cruising kind of normal speed for me, aka just kind of fast, pedal to the metal, but not trying to make like a record or anything. So yeah, we have a Cadillac Escalade here. It's a not the Escalade. I forgot this game. I haven't played this game in a while, and plus the Crew 2 is coming out soon. Also, if you want to see some of the Crew 2, let me know in the comment section below. But it's actually been a while since I played this game. I actually played through the entire story of the game whenever it first came out a couple of years ago. And I did enjoy the game, but it got kind of boring after that, because I had nothing to do and I didn't feel like grinding for money to buy cars and whatnot afterwards. So I just kind of put it down and never really came back to it until now. And I've done a few random things and I've cruised around and whatnot, but for the most part I haven't really played it much at all. But it's pretty cool. If you've never actually seen this game, like I said, it's got a very scaled down version of the US, and basically the story mode has you going all over the US as it is, to do missions, and it's got actually a pretty intense story as well, surprisingly. It's got very Gone in 60 Seconds 1999 vibes, or 2000, whenever that movie came out. The story itself, so although you're not stealing cars, but like some of the other parts of the story kind of seems a little bit like it. You know what I mean? If you actually played through the game, I don't want to spoil really much of anything. That's a great thing. I'm not really going to spoil anything throughout this this drive because there's nothing to spoil other than the fact that the map is big and there's a sign there. But to people who are more interested in the real car stuff, it is not going to be stopping anytime soon, of course. I just kind of got to get back into it, and I've got some more videos I want to make with my Lexus. I still have to sell my Ranger. Somebody's bought it yet, which is kind of surprising. Considering how many people have contacted me about it and offered me money, and I'm like, yeah, I can go down to that, and then they never contact me back. So, who knows? But Lexus stuff, more car reviews, more Chrysler stuff. I just don't really have the money right now to actually do anything with said cars, even really driving them. I don't really have much money for gas. So, but I'll have it figured out sometime soon. No matter what. Shouldn't be too hard to figure it out. But yeah. So I'm thinking maybe like do something silly like this, maybe, you know, twice a week or something until I can get back into the swing of things, gaming wise on this channel. I don't know. I'm still, it's kind of testing phase still right now. Alright, so I apologize if there wasn't any audio throughout that first part of the video. I kind of messed up some settings and completely forgot to change things around. So hopefully it should be good now. Hopefully we should be recording something sound-wise. But anyways, back to what I was saying. So I appreciate all the support recently too. We've hit almost 4,500 subscribers, which is fantastic. I never expected to be getting that big, really. Oh god, even though I did kind of want to hit like 5,000 this year, which I think is going to happen, which would be cool. I'm not entirely sure yet because obviously things have changed and who knows what kind of content I'll be getting out soon, but whatever. We'll try and keep something coming out. Even if I can't do, you know, my normal car tours or anything, I'll figure something out. But yeah, so going back to the reason that this is happening. So I've been kind of out of work for a while. I'm not going to go too much into detail on this yet because I don't know every single detail of everything still. But basically, I've been out of work for a few weeks now. Specifically, pretty much right after I bought my Lexus, literally the week after I bought it. So I spent all my money on the car, and then spent money getting the car, you know, license and all that. And I haven't really been getting any income for the past couple of weeks. So basically, I've been just sitting at home doing nothing but playing games. I'm just gonna push a focus out of my way, I guess. And he's in the wall. And that's why if you are subscribed to my gaming channel, if you follow my Twitter or anything, you've known that I've been doing that a lot recently. And I hate leaving this channel more than, you know, a week or so without a video, because that was what I was at least trying to do, was at least one video per week. But it's not been really working out too well. Oh, and my trip happened. I'll go into more detail on my trip with the car that I took recently in a different video where I can actually show the car and show exactly what happened to it. But basically, it didn't come back unscathed. Let's just say a deer happened. Not a live deer, luckily, but a deer happened, and the underside of the car smells like cooked deer after I drive it for a while. Yeah, so expect a video on that sometime soon because I can actually record that pretty easily. Just have to walk outside my house at some point. But that happened. Really, nothing else crazy happened on the trip at all. Like, the car drove perfectly fine. The AC worked fine. I just still love that I have AC of some sort in a car because my truck did not. And yeah, I had no other problems really. It was comfortable. Other than the lower part of the seat wasn't incredibly comfortable. But that was also after driving for 7 hours. So I think driving any car for 7 hours is going to be slightly uncomfortable after a while. So, I don't know. I'm not too worried about it, but it was nice otherwise. Got to go to Kings Island and Cedar Point amusement parks, which was fantastic. Much better amusement parks than we have around St. Louis, honestly. I'd say it's even better than like the ones in Kansas City, like Worlds of Fun and all that. And oh, there's a cop right there. I don't remember how the cops in this game work. I don't know if they'll just kind of chase after me or not, just for cruising around at 120 miles per hour. But here we are in Death Valley of some sort. There's a gas station there that has no use in this game. Because, yeah. Also, I should mention that this is the fully stock Escalade as well. It has not been upgraded whatsoever. That's what the F next to the Test Drive 426, my name over there, means. It means it's full stock or whatever. And God, this game, it looks so good still. Like, it's not it's not photorealistic or anything, but this game still looks extremely good for what it is, really. Because it's not like, you know, a super duper high budget AAA game. It was an Ubisoft game, but Ivory Tower developed it, and Ubisoft published it, I'm pretty sure. So it was based on whatever kind of funding that Ivory Tower had, which they did pretty well. And plus, I think that, I know after the one expansion came out, the Wild Run expansion, they did change the graphics around quite a bit and changed a bunch of other stuff around. And I think that definitely helped a lot. But yeah, the game looks fantastic though, still. And it is 4 years old now. It came out in January of 2014. Oh my god. I'm running so close to just dying every time. We have 69 miles left to go. We are 13 minutes in. We're getting there, slowly but surely. I didn't expect this to be fast or anything, but is that fire? What? The car actually got out of the way for the fire truck. That was weird. But so yeah, nothing else is going on in my life really for the last couple of weeks. I drove my Chrysler once to get food one day, and that was it. And it still has the problems it's had, but I still need to check the fuel pressure, but I need to have money to get a fuel pressure tester, because I think I'm heavily leaning on the problem being the fuel pressure regulator on the fuel rail is out. I'm gonna have to go through this. Alright, whatever. This is an easy one to do. I don't have to like swerve around. But I think it's the fuel pressure regulator has went out and is causing all the problems I have. Yo, Escalade. We're on 140 some miles per hour there. That's not half bad for an Escalade. Let's go interior view for a bit. I got a bronze medal. Almost got silver. So close, but whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I've just about expelled everything I really... Oh! That was not how you do that. So going back to the whole gaming thing, if you guys are interested in this, and if you've made it this far in the video, thank you very much. I really don't know how this is going to go, you know, if anybody's going to watch it or not. But if you have, I appreciate it very, very much. And if you are watching this far, I'd like to know your opinion on if I do continue this, of course, or if I continue gaming stuff. The Crew 2 is coming out soon, and I'd love to make videos on it on this channel, because honestly, between a channel with 4,000, where am I going? 4,500 subscribers pretty much, and a channel with 230 subscribers, which is what my gaming channel has, I'd almost rather try and stick it on this channel, all the playthrough that I do, just because I know more people will see it, and I feel like, I don't know, like I'm not all about the views or anything, of course, but it would be nice to have some viewership at least. Although I don't know, it depends. But so a playthrough of the Crew 2 is on my mind, and also other stuff like you know, car reviews in, you know, the new Forza games or Gran Turismo, which I don't actually have Gran Turismo Sport, but like going around random games, like reviewing cars, kind of like what I do anyways on this channel, but kind of in a virtual setting instead. I think it could be interesting, especially like the short style review things. But I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if you would be interested in that. I'm changing views instead of changing the gears. I don't know what buttons to press. All right, this Escalade is a 6-speed. I should have guessed that actually. I was gonna use there's a Chevy Silverado, like a 2010 Chevy Silverado in this game, and I was gonna use it for this, but after driving a little bit and only going, you know, about 95 miles per hour, and that was the top speed of the truck because it was hitting the rev limiter in 4th gear, I was like, yeah, I might use the Escalade instead. So that's why we're in Escalade. This game has quite a few interesting cars, like nothing stupidly interesting like what you guys would normally like to see on my channel, really. Like 90s, 80s stuff. There's not really any of that in this game, but the cars it does have are pretty interesting. Although a lot of them are kind of basic, like 2015 Mustang, the Nissan 370Z, even the Escalade and stuff like that. About the most interesting ones are like the Chevy Silverado, like, you know, basically just like the truck I just passed, but you can actually drive it. And also like there's a Ram SRT10, Volkswagen Touareg, and a few other just mildly interesting cars. The Forza Horizon and Forza Motorsport series really have, well, I guess you can debate between Forza Motorsport and Horizon as well as Gran Turismo having the most interesting like selection of cars overall. Because like Gran Turismo, you can get anything from the slowest little key Japanese cars to, you know, full on like F1 cars, and you know, over 1,000 cars in between. There we go. So I don't know. Oh, I don't. Try fast and stay on the road. All right. The Ghost is in a 370Z, and I'm in an Escalade. This is not going to work out well from the start. Maybe I can get the silver medal on this one. This game has cool, like, area-specific kind of sights to see as well. Like all this stuff out in this desert. It's actually really cool how they did it. And they have different landmarks and crap, like the arch is in that St. Louis, which is nice. Because it's not like I see it. Well, I don't even see it that often because I never really drive to actual St. Louis at all in real life. I usually just kind of stick around my little area south of St. Louis, or south or west usually. And of course the arch is like straight in the middle of St. Louis on the river. So I don't know. Oh, okay. I don't want to smash the targets. I don't feel like driving off the road. I think that was a Nissan Cube that I just destroyed. Rip. Oh, person. I don't care about smashing the targets. I mean, I'll try and smash a few of them. I don't feel like going through fences and crap, though, to get to them. Oh, God. Bad. Nope, I don't feel like going that way. Sorry, game. Oh, God. I don't want to be off the road. My Escalade's looking a little sad. But it's weird. This game is like, you know, Christine, where the more you drive after damaging your car, the more it fixes itself. As you can tell from the scratches removing themselves from the back of the Escalade here. And then I remember how, but you can like reset the damage completely somehow in this game for cars, because they will stay a little bit damaged every time you smash into something. But I don't remember how to do that. But yeah, you can tell the front end of the car is like a lot better. I don't want to go through your challenge. Go away. Looks like I've already discovered whatever this place is. There's like little like viewpoints kind of things, or like neat stuff to look at basically. And the game gives you points for looking at the neat things to look at. Something like that. I'm actually curious if we'll actually drive through the St. Louis area in this game on this drive. I think we might. I'm thinking that the route will go that way. I didn't really pay attention to the route whenever I set it on the map, but I don't know. We'll be seeing a lot of this map though in the meantime. We have 50 miles left to go. And I feel like this is a lot more interesting to do as well than like an endurance race in a Forza Motorsport game or something like that. Because like, A, you get different scenery throughout the entire time you're driving. And you get, you know, different roads. Like you're not just driving around a track 50 times or whatever. You actually get to have some something interesting to drive on. A lot more interesting than a racetrack. Although I love a lot of racetracks, but they definitely get boring after a while, as I found out from doing endurance races on Forza Motorsport games, as I was mentioning. There's like plateaus out there, so we must be in like Nevada or something, I guess. I don't actually know. Roswell. Yeah, that's in Nevada, isn't it? That's where Area 51 is, I think. I like how they have these maps that show you where you are, pretty much, just in case you're curious. I don't know what that was. No, I don't want to do this. What is this? I really don't want to do this. Yes.
Air support, your services have been requested elsewhere.
The cop cars are just like all right there, just stopped on the road. I'm not trying to do challenges, darn it. I'm trying to just drive from one end of the U.S. to the other. Is that too much to ask for? Shift down. Go to interior view for a bit. I talk too fast in the gaming videos too. I end up screwing up a lot of what I'm saying. Help. Apparently my fuel range is 494 miles. I do have a full tank of gas apparently. Even though that is not actually even remotely simulated in this game, sadly. I have no clue if it is on the Crew 2 because I haven't actually played the Crew 2. I was invited to the closed beta, but I was having issues with my account on PC for the Ubisoft like thing. Wait, I just realized that thing screwed me up. Hold on. I have to set my waypoint back up because it removed it. Go over here. And by the way, if you're wondering, this is on PC, which is how I'm getting like the 60 FPS and the fancy graphics and all that. Looks like we're pretty much just taking a single highway all the way there, which is nice. Don't have to turn off too much. But yeah, I was having issues with logging into my Ubisoft account because I tried to change the password and then it activated two-factor authentication and I didn't have all the info I needed for that, so I couldn't log in and yada yada yada, and I finally got it fixed today, luckily. Because I was trying to play the beta, but it was like, nope, not gonna have that. And there's an open beta coming up soon, but I think I'm going to wait so I can have my very first impressions of the full game whenever it comes out. I'm not all too worried about being like, oh, the first one or whatever to play through the beta or whatever. I'm more interested in being the first one to play through. Oh, there's a person up here. Play through, what's he in? I have no clue what that car was. Sure was crazy looking. But first impressions of the full game instead of the beta. That's what I'm more interested in. I needed to turn there. Alright. We can go this way. Ah! Pole. Ah, I gotta turn this way. I like how the shifter is in the park position, but it says I'm in drive on the gauges. Good consistency, game. I just completely lost him from my train of thought too. Oh yeah, talking about the first impressions, yeah. And I'm also going to be playing through Wreckfest, starting probably whenever this video goes out, pretty much, or whenever the day that this video goes out, on my other channel. So check that. Like I said, check that link in the description below if you're interested in, flat-out-esque crashing and all that kind of crazy stuff that happens in that game. Ah! Ow. Ah! Alright, back to exterior view. Because I'm awful at interior view, apparently. I got a license plate just says the crew. I thought this game had, like, license plates that were based on wherever you got the car at. Because I thought my Silverado had one from Missouri. But this one just says the crew. And it's had, like, numbers and crap on it, too. But this one just says the crew with no notable state on it. Huh, I don't know. I'm assuming the only states that they have for license plates in this game are like the ones that have major cities. Like, there's no major cities in Kansas, there's no major cities for like Colorado or anything in this game, sadly. It's all just specifically like, it has like Dallas, Texas, and Austin, I think. Or Houston. I think it has 2 cities in Texas. It's got Chicago, which I think is where you start out. No, I can't remember. I haven't played through the career in this game in so long. And you can't just go ahead and reset it. On PC at least, it kind of sucks. You have to actually just buy the game again, basically, to play through it again. And play it on something that's not your PC. Or use a different account because it's all cloud-based saves. So, that kind of sucks, but whatever. I was going to play through it again just for, you know, the Crew 2 coming out, but that's not going to happen, I guess. Okay, hear that? I don't want to deliver the crate. Shut up about your crate. Hold on. Let me abort this. Oh, I gotta get back to the map. That's really annoying because I don't know how to avoid them. I have to turn around because the map told me to go the wrong way because I was in some sort of mission. Alright. Central Plains. That's in... I don't know, but we're in the trees now, which is nice. We're not in the desert anymore. This is basically like, hey, this is kind of what I did recently with my Lexus, except for it took a lot longer to go a lot less distance, kind of. Because, you know, I only went from St. Louis to northern Ohio. And this is like from one side of the country to the other. But we're still taking a road trip of sorts, so that's pretty cool. And we're up to almost a half an hour of game time. I guess I gotta like stay like way off the road to avoid those mission things. I guess, I don't know. I hope so, at least. Hope I can figure out some way to avoid them. Because I don't have to keep resetting my map. Alright, what are we looking at here? We're looking at Amarillo, New Mexico. Is that right? Amarillo, New Mexico? I think. I could have paid attention to the map and seen, like, the route, but I didn't do so. Guess who didn't pay attention? Haha, me. Look at that, like a little cabin of some sort. Escalade, you need to go a little bit faster, bud. I shift up to 6 for a reason. You better use it. There's apparently a car part around here for something I didn't do whenever I played through this game. Ah! Oh, it's over my right somewhere. I'm not worried. I don't really care. A subway? That was a subway, I think. I thought subways had white words or white letters in the signs. Without yellow. Ah! Oh, broken Escalade. Just the one corner of my Escalade is broken, though. The rest of it's perfectly fine. I love just watching the damage just disappear, too. You do that in every game, but no. 99% of games is like, oh, I don't want to drive through here. Well, it's one of these, whatever. Actually, I may get the gold medal in this somehow. There's a bunch of animals, what the hell? I could actually get the gold medal in this. Nope, not gonna do it, sadly. Got silver at least. What did I get? I got color part. Color part? Alright, whatever. I got no experience for it, so I'm not gonna level up at all. I just realized there's actually a photo mode in this game. I was just kind of messing around with the actual like camera mode, which is like cameras for while you're driving instead of like video cameras instead of photo camera. We're starting to get into some Midwest looking area, which is nice. I couldn't see what that sign said. Something about fast on that billboard. What do we got here? I can't read it. It's too far to my right. Don't know what that said either. We're on Route 66 though. That does actually make sense. We're on Route 66. Route 66 goes to San Diego? Southern California, I think? Or San Francisco, maybe. I can't remember. I know it goes down to California somewhere. Fun story about Route 66, or yeah, I guess Route 66 actually, is the reason that I got actually hired at the place I was working at was because they were like, hey, well, I was going in there to make videos anyways, as you may know, before I started working there. But then one day I went in and it was like, what is that? I went in there and I was like, or they were like, hey, we have this big event going on in the next week or so. Would you like to help out and aka have a job? I was like, hell yeah, because I didn't really have a job at the time at all. I was just mowing grass for money and that was it. So I said yeah, and ended up helping and yada yada yada, and then things after that of course turned into me basically turning into the videographer. Where are we at? What city is this? Where am I? I thought it would say in the bottom right. Where are we at? What city is this? I am incredibly curious. Oh! Gee, I wonder what city this is. Okay, we're in St. Louis. Because there's the Arch. The Arch is a lot smaller in this game than it is in real life, by the way. Hey. Wind farms 5 miles north, if even that, of St. Louis. That's not very realistic. I don't know of a single wind farm within like 100 miles of St. Louis. Like we saw some after we got well into Indiana on my road trip. And, hey, we're on 70. And I took 70 to Indiana, or Indianapolis, actually, believe it or not. And then I saw wind farms when I drove to Chicago that one time, like halfway to Chicago, so 200 miles, well, not quite 200 miles, like 150 miles later. Nothing near St. Louis at all. I think there's wind farms like way up north. Oh wow, I just damaged the crap out of the front of this car. Don't know what that said. It said we were going somewhere. Ah! But yeah, there's no wind farms anywhere near St. Louis at all. It's unrealistic. But then again, it's a game that's trying to squish the entire United States into a map for the game, so I can still appreciate that, of course. It's still pretty cool. Okay, what does this sign say? I can't tell. I'm going past it too fast. I thought it said MoDOT at first. Temptress. Don't know what that is. Sounds mildly suggestive. I don't know. Alright, what city we have next? I guess we're not going to go through Chicago, I don't think. I think we'll go south of Chicago. Well, they might go through Chicago. I don't know. My headlights are on for whatever reason. Not entirely sure why. I have no clue what that sign said either. Bluegrass region? Question mark? What? Is that what that said? It said bluegrass something, and it looked like region. I'm actually curious if I'm, solar field, what? I'm curious if I'm actually discovering more of the map with this too. Or if I've actually went through every single place I'm going through in this trip? I have no clue. So I'm Route 66, which is nice. Route 66 actually goes like way up into Illinois, believe it or not. Oh, it's getting very dark. Or it's gonna rain, one of the two. Let's go interior view for a bit. That sounds fun. The weather effects in this game are actually really good too, believe it or not. I forgot they even added rain with the Wild Run update. Until I booted up the game and it was raining. I was very confused. Hotel. Motel. Hotel, motel? Is it going to start raining or is it just going to be cloudy and foggy and stuff? I'm actually genuinely curious. Hello, game. I thought there was a place on the heads-up display that showed you like what city you were near, but I haven't seen one yet. Is the weather going to do anything? I would like to know. That just says Temptress. Don't know what those said. We're 24 miles away from our destination up in Maine. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. I mean, not incredibly slowly, but kind of slowly. Alright, where are we going here? Windmill Racetrack. Can't say I know of a windmill racetrack. Probably raced on it once in this game. Oh yeah, there we go. Midwest something County Fields. Mitchell. Mitchell? I know some people with the last name Mitchell. If that's what you're getting at. This is definitely feeling East Coasty though. For sure. Alright, you gotta make a left turn. Wow, I did not make that left turn very good. Oh, did not need to shift down there. No, the front end isn't destroyed. I thought it would be from running over a pole. Freddy's? Freddy's? Freddy's is fantastic. Freddy's Steak Burgers? They are absolutely fantastic. And apparently there's one around St. Louis that I've not been to and not ever seen before. Whoa! That guy just got some air. There's a church. Amish Village. That sounds like Missouri. Believe it or not. You look hot, it says. I need to like stop and like read all of these. Hey, there's the hot air balloons. Look at that. This does not seem like optimal weather conditions to be flying hot air balloons though. But I guess whatever you whatever floats your boat, people. That one's it's literally a rectangle shaped like, or looks like the American flag. That's amazing. I love it. There's a car part around here that I'm getting close to. It's on the other side of the highway, question mark? Yeah. There's buggies. Oh my god, I've never actually seen this part of this map before. This is pretty cool. Yeah, it says Freddy's. But it's not the same Freddy's, obviously, but still a Freddy's of some sort. There's some hay bales. Yeah, this feels Missouri-ish still, even though we're not in Missouri, obviously. This feels very Missouri-ish. But then again, like, there's a lot of places in the U.S. that probably feel Missouri-ish. I do applaud this game for having little details like the lights like fade on, fade off, or whatever, like real lights. But it doesn't really work on the Escalade because the Escalade has LED brake lights. So the fact that it, you know, isn't instantly on or off is kind of wrong, actually. But I don't know. At least they actually thought to add that. Most games are like, you know, instant on or instant off. They don't really care to attempt to even make it look somewhat realistic. Like, it's the little features like that that makes games look realistic. It's not like, oh, you know, the best lighting or whatever. It's, you know, little things. So I definitely applaud that. Oh, then we got a turn sharper here than I expected. It's a neat little, like, area. I feel like this is definitely northeast somewhere. No clue where I am on the map, but we're somewhere, somewhere fairly far northeast, and I just drove past the thing that I didn't want to get. There's a cemetery over there. Huh. Kind of seem like all these little farm towns, because, like, this is the kind of stuff that as a kid I would dream there'd be in video games, and, like, here it is. And supposedly it's even better because you still have the US in the Crew 2, but I don't know, I think it's updated past what this game has, I think. It might be bigger, might be smaller, or not smaller, but it might be bigger, might be the same. I have no clue yet, but I am so excited to just cruise through the US. Which I could during the open beta, but like I said, I don't want to completely just ruin myself for it. Oh, Durango. I apparently have the superior SUV because I just pushed that Durango out of the way. I have a video of one of those Durangos on my channel. A Durango like that. It's a 2011 RT, I'm pretty sure. Well, RT I know, but I'm not sure about the year. I don't think I have a single Escalade on my channel, though, now I think about it. No, I do. I have the... No, it was the Yukon Denali that I filmed. The first gen Yukon Denali. Couldn't remember if it was one of those or an Escalade. Nice little covered bridge. Yes, this is definitely feeling very northeast, and I just destroyed the front of this thing again. At least I've only severely wrecked once so far. I feel like we're just kind of cruising up the... Yeah, we're definitely like on the east side, or west side of Maine. Because there's water right over there. Just look at the... Oh, God. Like, Forza Horizon 4, of course, has the seasons and all that, but, like, this game has all the seasons in one without having, like, switch seasons. And a probably much bigger map than Horizon 4 as well. So, I don't know. Horizon 4 needs a lot to really thoroughly impress me. I feel like the Crew 2 is going to hold me over pretty well for my open world racing game intake for a while. Hey, it's one of those guys. The Paul Bunyan, I think. Isn't that Paul Bunyan? I don't actually know if that's like a thing or not. Oh, that was a very interesting way to have a road. I feel like my third brake light is acting as a tail light. I feel like it's too lit up to be not. Alright, off over here. We're 11 miles from our destination. This has been a fun little thing to do, not gonna lie. I've actually thoroughly enjoyed this, and it's brought back the interest I had in the Crew game series. Oh, don't hit those. Speaking of all units, calling all units is a thing that exists for this game that I don't have. I actually don't have all the DLC for this game. I thought I did, but I don't. But I'm not too worried, of course, about having all the DLC for this game. Because, like, I didn't care about the cops in the first place on this game, so, yeah. Ooh, that hurt. Left turn. We are less than 10 miles away. Stockbridge, North Woods, I think it said. Look at this, look at this. I mean, it's not, like, the best fall weather looking place. There's not enough, like, bright reds or anything, because there's some trees around here at least that get bright red, and they look fantastic in the fall. But I'm not really seeing that here, but also I don't know exactly what season this game is set in. I feel like it's, you know, The northeast is set in fall. The entire south. Ah, moose! Oh my god. I don't think you can actually run those over, but he got close. Hey, the sun came back out. But the central north, like Montana and stuff, is based in winter because there's snow on the ground, and the south is like summer, spring, whatever. It's kind of a cool way to do it, so you can have like all the seasons in one game without having to switch anything over. So that's cool. What is this? Is this an event? It's something I've done already. Yes, it is an event of some sort. Niagara Falls. I think Niagara Falls is like to the left of here. Or I have to make a left to get to it or something. Apparently we're going this way instead. That's going to be a big jump. Jump a combined distance of 2 miles in a full stock vehicle. Wow, I didn't realize I'd done that. Oh, Niagara Falls is still this way, okay. Maybe I don't know, maybe I'm going to Niagara Falls. Who knows? Alright, left turn. What's that sign for? New something service? I couldn't read the middle word. Went by it too fast. Leader in biogas. I don't know, just the aesthetics of this game are fantastic. Like, if there's anything this game is fantastic about, it's the aesthetics of it. They're just so good. Hey, Niagara Falls this way. Yeah, I'm going to Niagara Falls. That is very bright in my face, apparently. There's a helicopter up there. Niagara Falls is to the left. I'm going to the right. Ah, should have done too much. I like how some of the traffic cars are also these like late 70s Chevy wagons. They're looking like late 70s Chevy wagons, kind of. There's some definitely interesting traffic in this game. I mean, you have Camaros and Focuses or Foci or whatever. Ford Excursion, not Excursions, the vans, E150s, Econolines. Definitely gets pretty interesting. Mostly Chevy. But there are like Durangos and Chargers and stuff too. There's an Explorer. Hadn't paid attention to any of those yet. Oh, I see our little, our finish line. That was a Mini. I think that was a Mini that I just scraped on. I didn't pay attention. But I see our little dot where we need to finish. We are almost there. There's a camper RV. Two miles away, there's a bus. A tour bus kind of thing. Kind of somewhat. An exploder. I like how the traffic just kind of disappears after I look back a couple times. Like they're there and then they're not. Plus it's good because I never actually discovered this little part of the map up here beforehand. You know what? I'm just gonna go all the way around. I didn't mean to push that Explorer out of the way. Again, I guess best SUV Escalade. I don't really want to go on a chase. No thanks. But here we are at our destination, pretty much. I want to see what the sign says. Bar Harbor, Main Highlands. 50-mile-per-hour speed limit. Yeah, but here we are. So we'll cruise out here real quick. Have a look at the at Canada over there. That's Canada. My Escalade, pretty dirty. So, thank you all so much for watching this kind of random video. Like I said, if you did enjoy it, and if you did make it this far, thank you for the support and whatnot. Let me know in the comment section below if you want to see more things similar to this or anything that I mentioned beforehand. And look, oops, I don't know, but yeah, we went from down here all the way up to there. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'm out of here. See ya.